Hello, welcome to Many Worlds. This is a podcast with Dr. Kevin Henry Villanueva, the inaugural professorial fellow in ethics and international relations in the University of the Philippines.
Many of us now believe that the world is a global village. In this seemingly ever-shrinking and seamless space, we also take it for granted that we are entitled to enjoy the same rights that the state protects in every individual in the name of the common good. But is it as individuals that we live together? Or is it not when we are gathered in a communion of some kind, whether by blood or in the memory of our ancestors? When we are two or three or more, that we bond and keep faithful to each other. The individual as the subject of humanity resides in her capacity to think. When René Descartes came upon the realization that to be able to doubt anything at all, I think, he gave the individual an absolute certainty before God. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. But is it the truth? When we ask, who am I? Is it the fact that I think so that I can think that matters? Or are not the thoughts that I ponder, the hopes that I have and the fears that I allay with you that make us love each other as days go by? The realm of doubt is dark and deep. It is where we as individuals live alone. Now one day my daughter came up to me and asked, "Dada, how do we know God exists?" I was stunned with Cartesian anxiety. I almost began to doubt, but I then responded to her tenderly. "What do you think, my darling?" She answered, "Because there is life, because we are alive." Pronouns take the place of nouns. We is the grandest of them all. It is beyond me, beyond myself, and beyond I. Because we must fight for each other, because we search for ourselves in each other, because we cannot deny our dreams in each other. In the end, it is how we live together as a family, as a tribe, a community, a nation, or as a people. The answer to the questionable existence of God gives us, that is to say, who we can become together, an absolute certainty before God. In its most bountiful form, the primary antecedent of the pronoun we is humanity as the plural of peoples. It is why even before the day we are born, we are given a name and called by it in one way or another as we journey in our communities. It is why we carry our crest, raise our flags, and sing our hymns of praise. In this regard, the global village cannot be taken for granted slightly. In contradistinction to a small and seamless space, we in fact live in a widening world where, because borders are inevitable, we ought to know how to raise every bridge possible. This is the world in which, like the dancing constellations that bring light to far galaxies, we move in harmony and awaken in every color, shape, and sound. An incredible humanity.
Thank you for listening to Many Worlds. If you would like to follow the podcast, please subscribe by clicking on the link.